What have I gotten myself into? Have you ever asked yourself that question? I have, many times. I wonder if Nehemiah asked himself that question when he got to Jerusalem and saw what things looked like. Nehemiah was pretty quiet when he first arrived in Jerusalem. He didn't tell anybody why he was there. But the first night that he was in Jerusalem, he took a little walk. He walked around the walls of Jerusalem and he saw how bad it really was. Walls were scorched with flames and fire. Everything was piled up. It looked more like a rubble heap than a city wall. But Nehemiah kept walking and looking and counting the cost. You see, Nehemiah knew that things were bad, but that's why he had come in the first place. Even after counting the cost, Nehemiah still believed in his vision for rebuilding the walls. So the next morning, Nehemiah assembled the people and he began to tell them why he had come. Nehemiah had come to rebuild the walls, to reclaim the glory and majesty of this city of God. And that is exactly what he was going to do. Now, do you think Nehemiah could do this on his own? Of course not. And I know you're probably thinking of the Sunday school answer right now, but who would help Nehemiah? Right, God would. So true. But there's more. Even with God's help, Nehemiah couldn't rebuild the entire city wall by himself. Just like you and I can't accomplish all of our dreams on our own. Nehemiah needed help. And so after he cast the vision, the families of Jerusalem began to work together to rebuild the walls. In one corner, a family with a little boy and a little girl began to work. And they began to pile up the rocks and to put back together the wood of the walls. Next to them, a father and a son began to work as well and to rebuild the wall behind their home. Then a teenage boy and his mother added in, and their dad and younger siblings worked as well. And next to him was another worker, and next to them, Nehemiah helped out himself. And all around the city, one family, one person, next to the other, began to rebuild. We're not in this alone, are we? Whatever vision we have, whatever dream we have for rebuilding the world around us, God calls us to work together. I wonder, how is God calling your family to build up the kingdom of God in our community? I hope you'll think about that. And I want you to know that I am thankful to be working beside you for the glory of God. Have a great week.